Hello, everybody. We want to welcome you back to the Properties and Peoples podcast. I'm Jeff Pierce with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Fernleaf Group, and we're going to jump right into things today. We're going to talk about commercial lending, and I have my friend here, Angela Mathis from CFSB. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I know she's got a lot of information right here in this folder she wants to share with us. So if you're thinking about investing in a piece of property, maybe the first time or several times or whatever, that's just your norm, what you do. You're an entrepreneur, you want to grab all this property and put it in your portfolio. Angela can get you right to where you need to be as far as all the documentation. So everybody loves paperwork, we know that, but that's part of it. Angela, tell us a little bit about how you got to where you're at in commercial real estate or commercial lending at CFSB.
Sure. I've been with the bank for about 17 years now, working mostly on the residential side, but had some opportunities in the beginning to work on commercial investment property and had the opportunity about a year and a half ago to move over full time on commercial lending and really dive into that. So enjoy working with investors and business owners, looking to see what we can do to help them make their businesses successful.
Okay, so what we're going to do is let's just pretend I'm an investor, and my first time doing this, I'm in the dark. I know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
How could you help me? If I call you up, how could you help me, or CFSB help me?
So there's several different things we do to start out with. Conversation is the best thing. We want to start learn about what they have now, what kind of what their financials look like now, what their income looks like, and then look at what they're looking at as far as is it a property, what kind of income is it going to produce. Have them look at some projections, a pro forma, look to see what kind of it can produce, what kind of expenses they're going to be looking at, what's the turnover rate for that property, things like that. So we want to talk through all those options.
Gotcha, gotcha. So if you tell me all about this, and I want to get started, what would you need from me other than the projections? You need like any type of bank account, bank statements, or anything like that?
Yes, so we're going to start with a personal financial statement that's going to give us a picture of all your assets, all your liabilities, where you are at personally.
Okay.
And then we're also going to look for your last 3 years of tax returns to look at your income and expenses that you've had. If you're a business owner currently and looking to expand to another business, like we look at those businesses to see how they perform. Documentation, is not the funnest thing to gather, but it is a necessary for the process. So the last 3 years of tax returns for personal and business. We also look at year-to-date numbers too. So a profit and loss and a balance sheet. What's your income? What's your expenses? What kind of assets do you have? We evaluate all that through the process.
Okay, so other than just going to Angela at CFSB, I'm sure we got to have everything in order as far as doing our due diligence to have a business plan to bring to you, correct?
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
So the business plan will help you with what?
So during the underwriting process, when we're evaluating, is the loan the right thing for you, and what risk does the bank look at for that client? We want to look at the business plan to see what's your experience in the business or in the investment property. What are your plans for that business or property? How long is it going to take you to make money? How long, what is the growth plan for that business? So we look at lots of different aspects of that. And that helps us because a lot of times on a business, it takes time to make money. And so how long is it going to take? Are they going to be able to service the debt in that time? So lots of evaluating on those different things.
Gotcha. So on an average, I know everything's different in the world of real estate, but what's the average time it takes from the beginning to close? Was that 30 days, 45 days? If it's cash, it's a lot sooner.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well, that's a great question, and really the answer is it depends.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I threw that on you. So yeah, but I know y'all work very hard with
Yes.
getting things processed, and you
Yes.
communicate very well too. I do know that.
Yes, yes. And I mean, a typical real estate transaction, if it's just a purchase of real estate and that's what's involved, if the client has all of their financials together and ready to go in the beginning, you can close those in 30 to 45 days.
Okay.
But the things that can put some delays, so things to help be prepared to make things go faster, is have all your financials gathered,
Okay.
because that's typically the longest part of the process is getting all of those financials, especially if you've got someone that has complex financials with multiple businesses and things. So having those together and prepared will help it, knowing your inspection process and being prepared to go through that, and if there's any surveys involved, those are things that can sometimes create delays, but knowing what you're looking at in the beginning on all that will help make the process go smoother.
Good deal. It
Yeah.
sounds good. A lot of information right there. So, tell me a little bit more about what CFSB can do for everyone.
So we offer lots of different loans, lots of different loans for businesses. And what we really like to do is talk with those businesses and business owners to see what are the best options for them. Do they need a real estate loan? Do they need an operating line of credit? Is an SBA loan the best option? We really want to talk and look through, evaluate everything that is happening with that business or the potential new business to see what the options are. It's not up to the client to have to figure all that out. That's what we're here for, to help walk alongside them. And then as businesses grow, we want to do the same thing and see, what's the plan in place to help them grow, and be their true partner through that. So
Okay. Yeah, that's very important is the communication and what I always like to do being a realtor, whoever you may use as an agent to purchase commercial property or even residential, whatever the case may be sure to know that your agent is working in the background and a lot of times with the lender. So we could come to you on a need to know basis if we're needing more information, but we try to keep that stress off of you and keep things going behind the scene. Not that it would be stressful to you. However, there may be a hiccup here and there, but we'll get it all worked out. And that way everybody's communicating well together.
it's super important with that communication, and it's also with your banker as well, because I have a lot of clients that I talk to on a weekly basis, sometimes daily, if there's things happening, and that open lines of communication is what makes things successful. You want to be able to have that person available and ready, so that's super important to have that communication.
Good deal.
Keep in touch.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And we want to thank you for joining us once again for the Properties and Peoples podcast. We will be back here next Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Angela, we appreciate you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me today.
Y'all have a good day.